Ready!
Hello, I'm Lion It's Persimmon, and one thing that has been bothering me when looking for Mandarin content to learn is the lack of suggestions when it comes to games and stuff. I love Game Gengo's content for Japanese, so I thought, hey, why not me for Mandarin? And well, here's the video. I plan on explaining why I think Infinity Nikki is a great resource for Mandarin learners to practice shadowing, or why it's more accessible than other free-to-play games, and wrap it all up with spreadsheets regarding the game's specific lexicon on my Patreon. First things first, I'm not great at Mandarin. I am still a HSK 3 student, so I still suck a lot. However, for this year, I have decided to take a more direct approach to how I study, that is, playing more games in Chinese. After all, I work in the game translation industry, and that's the thing that both gets me hooked and helps me. Few series, animations, or even books seem to keep me interested for long. And I am tired of feeling like I'm swimming against the current when trying to study. Anyway, Infinity Nikki has been out for quite some time, and I have been playing it since its launch. I'm loving every single second and loving that we finally have a decent girls game. I gotta admit, I have probably spent more time than I should trying to create outfits and taking pictures, but well, having fun is also important. So, regarding Mandarin itself in Infinity Nikki, I'll probably repeat this on every single video from now on. I'm currently at HSK 3. I suck, my pronunciation is as bad as my English one, and I still struggle a lot.
Okay, got it. No, there's no change in the plan.
However, Infinity Nikki, compared to other free Mandarin games that I have played, has a really simple vocabulary. Everyone speaks really slowly. Not only that, but Nikki has the solid snake habit of repeating stuff.
Talking about. The card key is made of a shape memory alloy. Shape memory alloy.
只要献上黑色的扑灵，我便考虑交予你梦寐以求的至宝。
黑色的扑灵，那是什么？
The game lexicon so far is quite easy and is pretty focused on daily normal speech or common game terms, which is cranies, clothing, magic purification, attack, and so on. So far, in the game, there are very few races and overly specific words, and it's probably something you can catch on pretty early on the game. For example, the fairy sprite is 心愿精灵, which literally means wish fairy. So it's pretty easy to decompose the 心愿 for wishing and 精灵 for fairy. Many dialogues are just some variation of go there, find a thing, come back, dress this, put this on. A lot of very basic yet beautiful vocabulary that is repeated ad nauseum in game. My only warning when playing this game, or well, any gacha game, is that they can be a massive time or money sink. Be mindful that these games are made to drain money and time from you. So every deal, offer, timed event, and draw chance is out to get you. So if you struggle with impulse purchases or get addicted very easily to a game, keep that in mind. They are free for a reason. Anyway, going back to it, I don't think I can speak much more regarding the game in itself, but another point on why I'd choose Nick over other free games is that the game is very favorable and accessible. It doesn't require you to farm a lot, to play well, etc. Some other games are more demanding in this aspect, which may frustrate someone who is only playing for the story. I'm looking at you, Tear of Themis. My only complaint regarding that is that we may have to go out of our way upgrading some clothes to pass some requisite styling challenges, but so far I managed to do so without spending a single penny on the game or barely playing on the gacha banners. Battle pass and events are up for a long time and kinda require minimal maintenance to get by. Maybe log in every day and spend all your energy for that day every 2 days or so, and you'll probably have everything you need to progress easily. Another thing that's great about Infinity Nikki is that we can replay the ongoing dialogue. So maybe you got 60% of that sentence, but you have the chance of replaying it until you feel like you've truly understood it, as well as being a great resource for shadowing. A similar game would be Tear of Themis, but after the first few chapters, it really is heavy on the laws and medical and forensic lexicon, which I'm already quite poor at. Thanks, Ace Attorney, for teaching me basic law stuff. As for the text difficulty itself, I can't quite say. I'm playing only for the listening, to be honest. Anyway, the clothes description is very extensive and maybe it's overly literary. I can't really opinate on those, but it's all very easy to access in the prettiest ever menu. If you are up for a challenge, you can change the game's language and check the descriptions or try to understand from where the English text has taken inspiration from for the creatures' names and such. To wrap it all up, at the beginning of the video I spoke about the spreadsheets for the game vocabulary, and I would plan to do so with a Patreon account. So far, it only has very few in-game races and some creatures and names. I plan on doing this recurrently with games that I'm playing, etc. So consider subscribing to my Patreon to play the same games as I am and get access to some supplementary material that is not covered by the Ages key, as they are more specific to gaming in general. Thank you and happy studying!